Hello, folks.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
We're
Doing
good.
well. How are you?
Okay.
Yeah?
Speaking of Les, I saw Les the other day, and he's not changed much, but so we keep Les in contact. And
Less in
Less,
contact for
less
less instead of
yeah,
more. You have to
instead
put some
of
more.
you gotta.
More. He's hard to get a hold of.
More.
Moore's busy.
So
Yeah.
less isn't always more. If less and more are
Less
two
isn't
different
always
people.
more.
Lovely.
Two very different
Yeah.
entities.
Yeah.
So today we're gonna just have a kind of
A quickie. Who doesn't like a quickie, right, Dad?
quickie. I don't know. It's
I'm the product of a quickie.
yeah.
Whoops.
Don't think so.
Oh, okay.
We have it documented, don't worry.
Yeah.
We-
That'd be a very scary video.
I was going to talk about this, and
Oh.
this is a 20-minute break. But I don't have all the info I would like to have to talk about that this much. And this is written by Ernest Rossi.
Okay.
Have you heard of him?
I have not.
No. Well, you have now.
Now I have. I can't say that any further.
What is the gist of it?
The gist of this is you should take breaks. Your body, this is a book that talks about cooperation between the mind and body. Rossi and Benson wrote this book about the thing of
Relaxation?
relaxation. And this is his second book. Okay, the first one was just relaxation. And this one, well, it's a little more than that. But this one is the relaxation
Revolution.
revolution.
Hey.
That's interesting that you want to talk about that because it's actually today on the Today Show,
Uh-huh.
the morning news. They were saying how the importance of the 15-minute nap rejuvenates your brain, and we should be taking more of those through the day.
Tell me more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I have
Think that this would be talking about that,
yeah.
but 20 minutes.
20
instead of
minutes, yeah.
15.
Yeah.
My little brother, bless his soul, said that you should only take a 20-minute nap in the afternoon. Because if you go more than 20 minutes, you wake up and you're kind of logy,
Yeah.
you know.
Groggy. Yeah.
Yeah, 20 minutes to rejuvenate your mind and body. And that's what this is about, is mind and body. Now, this guy, Herbert Benson, did you buy that book yet?
Nope. But I talked about it. Does that count for something?
We talked about it, yeah. Well, you know, some of the people like to say...
You probably just have to buy it for him, Dad. Shelby is.
if you talk too much about it, they won't buy the book. But they make the money out of the book.
There you go.
That's the thing. That's the thing about it. And what Rossi and Milton Erickson, who is kind of the father of clinical hypnosis, together, I read in the past 90-minute session. Now, you know, if you ever been in therapy or ever really sat down and watched yourself with the wave going like that. So what happens, I think, a lot with therapy these days is that they're doing a 15-minute. And the reason they do 15 minutes is so they can use the other 15-minute.
75.
The other
75 minutes in a 90-minute
yeah,
session.
what's left
Because I can do
over
math.
what's left over is um, the business of coming to. These guys said a session should be 90 minutes because
What session? Are you talking about a hypnotic session?
a hypnosis session
Oh,
or
okay.
a relaxation session. Mostly I'm talking about a therapy session, which you guys are or are not interested in, but they were saying that the cycle goes like this. And that's what I wanted you to kind of get the idea of is that cycle. What happens these days is it goes kind of like that, and so they can write minutes on their record that way. See, but Erickson and Rossi working together, if I'm accurate, said that the 90-minute session is where you get to it. Because when do people, and this can apply to almost anything, any kind of a group work, individual work, as you're being or you can be a supervisor. A supervisor is what you would take into consideration because 90 minutes takes up some of your time. So if you didn't do that and you only did the 15 minutes, am I saying this right? Anyway,
I'm not sure exactly.
So do they feel that the 90-minute session allows for better results in therapy and relaxation?
they do.
They do.
Absolutely.
Because my experience with therapy is they normally cut it at an hour. Like an hour seems to be the time
Today's
that you
time.
get. Yeah, you get from like 2 to 3, right? And then it's 5 minutes of pleasantries, and before you know it, it's 45, 50 minutes.
That's it.
But you're saying-
45 minutes, what I was trying to say. Gee whiz, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
But I mean, like the 90-minute session, I would imagine you're able to have more impactful conversations within a 90-minute session.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I would
Well,
imagine.
yeah, I mean,
Well,
I guess
suppose you're talking to your staff.
Right.
Your staff. How are you going to gauge their response in terms of their emotions, their feelings?
That
we'll
is
talk more about that next.
that is
Yeah.
something to consider. Yeah, because I mean that's something that we admittedly are probably falling short on in our business. Is like really drilling down and understanding the way people are thinking and emotionally responding to situations. Because we're not having 90-minute meetings. Like we haven't had a 90-minute meeting in a while.
Do you watch them when you're talking to them?
the people.
Do you, the people.
Yeah, I mean,
Do
yes.
you watch them?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they'll tell you
Mhm.
when you're drifting off and when you're kind of getting toward the meat of the thing.
Right.
And that's when what they seem to say, and what I've witnessed in my history is that it falls a little short if you don't take the time. And falling a little short, they're very welcome to that. You know, here's your check and all that stuff. It just doesn't get to what you were wanting to get. In other words, the whole load isn't dumped until after 90 minutes. I guess that's
Interesting.
the
Well,
way
and-
I could put it, you know?
Yeah, that's very interesting because I would think that there are, depending on what the therapy session is, because you've got therapy sessions, you've got meditation sessions,
Sorry.
you've got hypnosis sessions, you have relaxation sessions, all those things, yoga sessions. Those are all a part of the same thing. So if you're looking for a mind dump, then I would think the 90 minutes is absolutely imperative. But if you're looking for a step and you have another session and another session and another session, then you wouldn't necessarily need the 90 minutes.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I would think that it would take you a few sessions to even trust that person across from you that you are receiving therapy from. And then once you've developed that trust, then you can then possibly move into longer sections. That's just
Yeah.
for me. Because I have seen a therapist 3 times in my life. And I had one that I really favored over the other 2.
Uh-huh.
And it's very helpful. But I couldn't imagine spending 90 minutes with him.
Get really into the deep stuff, though.
Yeah,
90 minutes.
And instead, you know, the times that I've gone to therapy because I've needed more tools in my toolbox, not because I'm looking for somebody to solve a problem for me, which I think happens in therapy. I think they're looking for somebody that's a professional to solve the problem instead of them solving their own problem and just receiving the tools to solve it.
Therapy is to help them solve their problem.
Yeah, I don't know that all therapists do that.
Yeah, but your skills are such that you can
Like, see, if I was a
Well,
therapist and somebody came in and they told me a bunch of stuff, and it'd be pretty far fetched. I'd look at him and say, "You're crazy." They'd write me a check and get out.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
Totally.
You would give them 90 minutes on a 30-minute session.
I give them 90 minutes on a 30
Yeah,
minute session.
exactly.
yeah.
Charge them for a
Better
100
build in
maybe.
that 20-minute nap in the middle, too.
Throw in the nap.
Nap's
But,
free.
yeah.
You have to do that in the lobby, though.
You gotta do that in the lobby, man. I can't.
Some of my history is like you have a session, but it winds up to be a couple hours
Mm-hmm.
because you don't drop them at a point, and that's
You don't want to drop them when they're vulnerable.
no, and that's what the 90 minutes I believe helps with.
Yeah.
No, I had some clients in my time that I taught how to, let's call it self-hypnosis, or let's call it,
Meditation.
you can call it meditation, as long as you get into the deep stuff. And this person would take every once in a while during the day, take a 5-minute drop.
Yeah.
Remember
Disconnect.
they were taught how to self-hypnosis.
Mm-hmm.
So they would learn to do that, and they could drop it away and relax for 5 minutes.
Can you do that?
I used to do it a lot. Yeah, that was a big help to me because you had to go to all these damn meetings and in the state and locals, all these meetings. So you get kind of worn out. So I'd learned to do that. I'd just be staring like I was paying attention, paying total attention.
During the virtual auctions, that's something Shelby did.
And
Quite a bit.
totally relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not noticeable if you don't fall out of your chair or something. You can do that, and it goes a lot better. Your
Helps the brain function too. It has a lot to do with brain function. That's what I heard this
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
That first stage of sleep
yeah,
just rejuvenates the brain.
Yeah. In Silicon Valley, they were doing what they called like a coffee nap. So what they would do is they would drink a coffee, and I can't explain it well enough, but essentially the chemical compounds that are in coffee are similar to those that you get when you wake up. So if you drink a coffee and take a 20-minute nap, when you come out of it, you also get the added benefit of the caffeine buzz
Oh wow.
a little bit more effectively.
sure.
And it's just a pretty good little Silicon Valley nap is what they called it.
That's a heck of an idea.
Yeah, for sure. So if you ever need one, there you go.
Yeah.
You have to fall asleep before the
You gotta fall
caffeine
asleep
kicks in,
before-
though.
Yeah, you
'cause then you're
can't
in
fall
trouble.
asleep with the coffee like in your hand.
Well, yeah, but also like caffeine is all in coffee. So if you're drinking it and then all of a sudden caffeine hits, you ain't sleeping
You
no
ain't
more.
gonna nap no more.
No,
No,
it's
no.
time to go. Yeah.
So let's talk next week about, let's keep launching off of this, and let's talk next week about how to get yourself into the habit of a 20-minute break or relaxation revolution stuff.
Yeah, both
Both. So let's
yeah.
talk about that next
Yeah.
week, shall we?
Okay, yeah, I'll have a better shot at understanding what they're trying to say here.
And
but
how can we develop that habit? How can we make that a priority?
But you know something I've noticed
What?
amongst these people that write these kind of books,
Mhm.
you check the copyright. They say, well, this one was written. Oh, well, no, we needed some more money. So no, so this one was copyright to see what new stuff they might have put in a book
Oh,
compared to the old stuff. I just use that as copyright.
Yeah.
Uh,
See when it was
you know,
published.
which
Yeah.
one was copyright?
Huh.
Cool.
See if the
And I
information's
tell
changed
you
over
one
the years.
thing I don't like.
ooh, that bug on your hand?
Yeah,
Ooh, it's down in there.
bug
Ooh.
and a bug. Oh,
Whoa, holy box beetle, Batman.
yeah.
Holy box beetle.
Holy
Okay.
bugs. Was reducing the entire mental health, underlying mental health thing to mechanical stuff. I don't like that.
We can talk about that next week.
I agree.
Do that.
All right?
A little bit, but what do you say about these? This is important for your own good because, you know, you need to be able to take those breaks.
Yes. Yeah. I think we all need to be better about taking breaks.
Yeah.
All right. So on that note, we're going to take a break.
We're gonna
Take a break.
And we'll see you next week on the Ivan Files. Make
Till
sure.
next
Yeah,
time.
yeah, send him an email, would you, man? Whoever watches this,
Hey!
send him an email, please.
Bye. He's got a new MacBook.
There.
Should I say his email is theivan1933@gmail.com, right?
Yeah.
Theivan
Right.
1933@gmail.com. Please send him an email.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
All right?
Good. Yeah.
Okay.